Okay, you guys, I am all over the place. I talk too much. Hi, it's November 6th. Today, half of the Christmas drinks from Starbucks came out. I've been doing this all morning. I talk a lot. I have a peppermint white iced mocha. It's a tall from Starbucks. Anyways, you guys, let's get into week 11 and week 12. Week 11, I was completely nocturnal. I think I was doing my assignments like in the evenings, midnight, and like 4 in the morning. Wherever I found energy, I would do them. But for the whole week, the weekend before and the weekend after week 11, I was sleeping from like 6 in the morning to like 11, staying up for like 2, maybe an hour and a half to 2 hours, going to sleep at around right after 1, waking up at 4:30, staying up for another hour or so, taking a 30-minute nap, and I would officially wake up like around 6:30 p.m. most days. And it just wasn't bueno. It throws all my schedule off, especially my schoolwork. I did miss a deadline for one of my assignments, but thankfully they took it, they accepted it, and no negative outcomes came from that. But this week 12 is the week that I've been trying to fix my schedule. On Monday, I didn't sleep. I woke up at 7 p.m. Sunday night. I fell asleep at 6 in the morning Monday night. Woke up at 10:30 Monday morning. So I only slept for like a little over 4 hours, or about 4 hours. And I did not end up going to sleep until 6 in the morning on Tuesday, and waking up like around 12 on Tuesday. The thing is, you guys, I have been overwhelmed. I've been exhausted. Last night I woke up at 2 in the morning. I haven't been asleep. It's about to be 1. It's Thursday, and thankfully I'm just waiting for a class to open, because everything else I've submitted, I've read, I've watched. I think I have one class that I need to listen to the recorded lecture, but that's pretty much it, with the exception of that one class that didn't open as of last night, the last time I checked. Monday I did all my work for 2 classes, and yesterday I finished doing the readings for the other class, and I have submitted all the actual assignments. But I've been overwhelmed. I've been stressed out due to having Nico. If you guys saw that vlog, we did get a placement, and we're not keeping him. It's overwhelming for me. It's overwhelming for Candy, who is 7 pounds, 15 years old. Nico is about 2 years old, between 15 to 20 pounds, and his favorite thing is to do is pounce on the other dogs. Ethos can handle that. Ethos doesn't get hurt, but Ethos is 7.5 years old, and he does get overwhelmed. He tolerates Nico's shenanigans for only about 10 minutes. Candy is barely eating. This morning, Candy thought Nico was being allowed back into the house, because we have him outside for at least an hour so Ethos and Candy can roam around the house. She was so terrified, you guys. She peed. I was literally lifting her and she was peeing. And she was so scared, and now she was panting. She was so stressed out. It's not fair to her. So we're looking for people to take Candy. Oh my god. Rewind. To take Nico and for them to be their forever home. We want Nico to go to a good place, and so we're not gonna rush, but we need to rush in a sense, because Candy's health, is on the line. And the parents made this choice without talking to anybody, and then threw the problem at my sister and me. And I'm like, you guys, don't deal with it, but you guys made the choice. That's not fair. But the owner of the house, who I labeled as you know who, doesn't care. It's like, it's my house, I can make the choices, and everyone else suffers for it. It hasn't been very good on my mental health. I've been struggling a little bit. I've been struggling with guilt, not just with Nico and Candy, but from being nocturnal. Last week, ethos didn't work at all. And this week, it's been a battle to stay awake. Today, we did run some errands. My mom's getting sick. She's babysitting a girl that's sick, and maybe that's why she got sick. We're just all over the place. We're just hoping that next week will be better. Okay, guys, it is November 17th. We're at the beginning of week 14. So week 13, you guys, my sleeping schedule is back on track. Let's hope that maintains. But last week, for some reason, I was struggling with procrastination, and I got everything done with the exception of one thing. I'm very confused with one assignment. I knew I saw it at the beginning of the week, but when I went to go do it on Thursday, it was gone. So I don't know if it was a mistake or what, because I never got the email. It's the assignment that the professor actively has to email it to me, because while the other students are working on it, voiceover gets confused. It's the Paracel one. So I was like, okay, it was probably accidentally opened a week early. But besides that, I was really struggling with getting things done. I usually get everything done by Wednesday. I did all the readings and all the videos by Tuesday morning, but it was the assignments that were dragging. I submitted my quiz on time. One of my classes only had a quiz and a reading. Like, it was very simple. I finished that within like 30 minutes, both of them put together. And then I'm actually struggling with an assignment that's actually due today. That was for week 13. It's a flyer that I have to create, and I have to use Canva. Canva's not accessible, and this professor is the one that never replies to me. She replies with like 2 weeks later. So I don't know, I might ask Kim if she can help me set it up. I have everything I need, I just need to create it. Again, I don't know what's gonna happen. And then I do have an assignment, an appointment today with the professor, because his class is kind of done. We're just focusing on the final project and anything that's connected with that. I don't think he's gonna have any more readings or anything. And it is a very visual project, and he says if we don't submit this, we're not gonna pass the class, which really sucks, because he's had a lot of major quizzes, a lot of great assignments. It's the social media class, which I've been struggling with because of, searching for images and stuff like that. But anyways, that's how 13 week went, and I will come back to tell you guys how the appointment goes. I'm really nervous for it. I don't know what questions to ask. I had a lot when I first looked at the assignment. That was my error, to not write them down in my notes app here on the phone. But you guys, I've been such a mess. My room, I'm gonna show you guys. I had to throw my bedding into the wash because somebody over here drooled all over it. Look. So my room's just been a colossal mess for a whole week. I never really fix it after all that mess with Nico and Candy, so it's been like this for like over a week. Not the bed exactly, but the whole room being a mess. So let me let you guys go. I have an hour and 20 minutes to prepare for today's appointment. I can't record it because I'm going to be meeting the professor on Zoom through my phone, but I'll definitely jump on right after I meet with them. So yeah, Okay guys, a 47-minute appointment with my professor just ended. He definitely clarified what is expected and what is needed for the final project, which either I really don't understand the instructions in the written thing that he published, or it's not, I don't know, because from what I read, from what he explained to me, it's completely different and makes a lot more sense when he told me what he needs, what he expects. There's a couple things I need to look into to see if they're accessible and if I can work with it. If not, I am going to be creating an Instagram to do it, because that is one of the options. And I just have to record it and talk about it and do all of that stuff. So I'm definitely going to need either to go to the library to have somebody help me record that, or do it here at the house. I don't know. We will see how that's going to go. He doesn't usually do work in progress, but he's willing to help me with mine due to all the accessibility and visual aspects of it. I think it was kind of a little bit confusing for him to understand the whole blindness situation. I don't think he was computing, but it's perfectly okay. I know that sometimes it's kind of like, okay, you know, how much can you see? And sometimes people are not comfortable asking that kind of questions, which to me, completely fine. So I'm definitely going to talk a little bit more about the project in another video. I'm sure I'm going to do a whole video on that. But that is week 13 and a little bit of week 14. Actually, that class is only focusing on that. So I'm probably not going to be updating you guys very much on that until I do my final project video. And walk with you guys through that journey, because this is definitely a challenging assignment for me. And he did clarify a topic that we covered in the class. I completely misunderstood it, and he explained it, and it totally makes sense. And I feel ridiculously unintelligent because now that he explained it to me, it completely makes sense. So I feel really dumb. But yeah, that's it for today. Hi guys, it's November 24th. It's the beginning of Thanksgiving week, and it hasn't been raining, which is fantastic. I love the rain, but you know, also I don't like it when I have to go out. But so as you guys heard a little bit about what I was experiencing in the 14th week, I'm not going to go much into detail, but what I will say is that most of my classes are kind of like winding down. They're focusing on the major projects. I don't think I have any actual final exams. I do have major final projects that I need to do by the 8th of December. So all my professors are focusing on that. One professor opened up her week 15 assignments last week, so I did them on week 14. So I think she said that we're only going to come back and do one more assignment. So that's going to be open next week, and then I think I'm officially done with her class. And then with the social media class, as you guys know, I met with the professor. We talked about it. I finally found the documentary that I want to do. Well, not really. I finally found 3, and I need to see which one will be the best one. It's kind of really hard to do this, but I decided to also do Instagram. I need to create an account, and I'm definitely going to do a separate video on this, and on that we're going to talk about all the final projects I needed to do and how all of those went. And that's going to be on the final update for this semester. But I think for the weekly updates, this is going to be it, and it is the longest one yet. I did finish all my assignments by Monday of last week, Monday of the week of week 14, with the exception of one assignment, and I haven't done that. It has been one of the worst weeks that I've been procrastinating. I've been very unmotivated. I bet my energy has been very low. Outside schoolwork, I've been very proactive. I've been very I've been able to succeed in many of the things I've been wanting to do. I finished my Christmas shopping, which is great because I just found out that you know who is not going to work the whole month of December, which means I'm going to be a ghost in my house. I'm going to be non-existent to family members because that's what happens on the weekends. And it so happens that the person is not going to be working the whole month, so that's going to be absolutely stressful. And so we have to finish as much work this week that we can. Oh, and I think they're here. But anyways, I think that's it, you guys. It's been quite a roller coaster semester, but it's been very successful, and I've been very proud of myself. I've been able to maintain low A's, mid A's, high A's, and that hasn't happened in a while. It just shows me how much anxiety certain aspects of in-person classes give me. I did get a question about what those were, and apparently it's too difficult to go through all of them, and that completely makes sense. So I might do a whole video to start off next semester talking about the challenges and, you know, the things that cause me anxiety going into campus. So thank you guys so much for coming along this journey, and I think we're gonna end it here. And we have one more update this semester unless something major happens, which I hope not. They will be in our daily vlogs, and if not, the final update that will hopefully come out mid to late December. So happy holidays, and we will see you guys in the next one.